Yeah, good afternoon, boys and girls. Again, it's Kiran. That's the company, Choicesflooring. What I'll do first is I'll ask you to take your pens and you have a little paper and write down these things. What I'm looking for first, I'll start it the other way around. What I'm looking for first is this. I'm looking for aged care facilities. So if you have any connections or contact with Bethany Aged Care, there is AG's Aged Care Group, Catholic Homes, and St. John of God. Am I too fast? Probably not. Okay. The next what I'm looking for is property managers. If you know any property managers in your business circles or in your associates, please introduce them to me or give them my card. The two particular areas are residential real estates and the commercial real estate. So any of the property managers is what I'm looking for. The third people I'm looking for is loss adjusters. Generally, they are working with people like RSC, SGIO, the Allianz Insurance, and all these insurance companies. Basically, when you have a claim at home and you have a guy coming knocking on your door saying, "Hello, I'm so and so. I've come to have a look at your floor or come and have a look at your insurance claim," that guy is called the loss adjuster, and he's called an assessor. That's what I'm looking for. Make sure you take his card off next time when he comes to your place. The other people I'm looking for is the restoration companies. So what happens is when you have a flood at home, and once you call the insurance company, they'll send you the guys who come and get rid of the watery stuff or whatever has gone wrong with the floor, and they are called the restoration companies. There's many in Perth, but the one in particular I'm looking for is Perth Restoration. The next set of people I'm looking for is interior designers. Like example, Sandy is she does the blinds, and she knows interior designer, and she introduced me to her, and she's given us a lot of work. So interior designers are very, very handy for my profession, and both in the domestic market, meaning the one who comes to moms and dads, domestic market, or commercial. So there might be a commercial outfit, say a big high-rise building. I'm looking for commercials as well. And last but not least, who I'm looking for is contracts administrator. So in your friend circles or group of friends, just find out what they're working as, and if they work as a contract administrator in any commercial business, I'm looking for them. Products. So products are products. They can be good, they can be bad, they can be anything. A lot of products get introduced in the marketplace because what the manufacturers do is they want to sell. And when they want to sell, they invent new products all the time. Now what happens with the new products is, historically in floor covering industry, it's a shame, but it is sold like a fish market. So you walk into any floor covering shop in Perth, and you'll find specials stuck everywhere. Everything is on special, every day, 365 days of a year. And as soon as a person walks in, the first thing you see is specials, the second thing you see is a salesperson. And what you often see is, they come in there, and they take you to a product or a place saying, "Oh, you're looking for carpets? This is the best." What we do different is, we ask you questions. Yes, in my shop you do have those specials everywhere as well, but we never once take customers to the specials first. We ask you, what you do for a living, what is your lifestyle, how many kids you got, how many pets do you have, how long are you looking for your floors to last, meaning is it a short-term investment, is it mid-term, is it long-term? Mid-term meaning are you looking at changing houses in 10 years, long-term means are you ready to retire? Comes with that age bracket, so we need to ask all these many questions. Once you ask all many questions, you get the answers, and based on the answers, then we know what our product does because we're dealing with it day in, day out. We know the features of our products. Like example, this particular product, it's like a new laminate. Some people call it hybrid, but what it is just a laminate that is stuck on a board. Sorry, a vinyl stuck on a board, and it is waterproof. So you can basically put that on the floor, seal the edges, and fill your house, and it's like a swimming pool. So, I mean, it's a plus point. So if you've got kids, you've got a pool out there, you've got kids, you've got pets and animals, I can recommend that. But on the other side, I cannot recommend that to you if you're looking for a house that, you have kids, same scenario, but water is not an issue for you. So why should I be selling you that and not what you want? So this is the difference. What we do is needs analysis. Why us and only us and nobody else? With all the requirements that I told you that I need to get in touch with, we have books. So these files up here, please have a look at the files when the meeting is over. These are like brochures. So the brochures are made specially with our cover letter, meaning it's a whole booklet of who we are, what do we do, and what jobs we've done. It also has samples of the carpets and stuff. So when you give me the contact details of the people who you know from the list I gave you, I will go with this and introduce myself and leave this with them. And not only that, we'll put their branding name in it. If it's real estate, we'll put their name. If it's a business, we'll put their business name. If it's a loss adjuster, we'll put the insurance name, whatever it is. So they can have something that is different than the rest of the marketplace. Because how many of you have ever changed carpets or floors or wood or laminate? Anyone done that? Historically, do you find them coming with big swatches at your house? And just leave them there and you got to choose from the swatches? So that's all messy. So what we've done is we've professionally made this brochure. Please have a look and you'll see what the difference is. Next is the cleaning products. I have on display both the cleaning products. There's a carpet cleaning product, there's vinyl, there's laminate, there's all different kinds of cleaning products. These are natural products as well. It's called the aftercare. We're not cleaners, but if you have a spill in a carpet and stuff, generally what you do is go to the sink, get some cleaning liquid and get a cloth and just start cleaning, and you're going to ruin the carpets. If you want something safe, we got this, and it's a natural product. You can even drink it, you won't get sick. These are some of the projects we have done. In Perth, we did a 16-story building, inner city building, PTI Limited, 16-story. We've done the Mainlands Community Centre. We've done various school projects when the schools projects are out there. Diploma construction, now that's a bad person. That guy closed the company, shot on us, but still we have projects done. Lord Street, there's a whole 68 units done there. Rockingham, there's 85 units. In Quest Hotel, there's an 18-story building in the city. We did that. For Morbeck, all those towers behind the new stadium, there's 5 towers. We've done all of them. We've done quite a few. We've done the head office in Subiaco. It's a big office they got. We've done jobs for them in Mandurah. We've done the retired village as well. And probably we've done Seaview Apartments. So if you're driving down the West Coast Highway, just after the hotel, there's Seaview Apartments. So we've done all those apartments as well. So that's our capacity in terms of how big jobs we can do. On the other side, we can also do one room, no problem at all. On your desks with you, I've given you the Inspiring Choices magazine. Now, this is the latest trend that is in the domestic marketplace. So if you're thinking of doing up your house or need some advice or need something to refer to, that book is a really good book. And in the book, when you go through it in your time, you'll find that there's two pages set up different type in a same room. So you can change the room with very minor cosmetic changes yourself. Also in that, you'll have plastic pages where if you flip on, you can put a different kind of floor covering in the same room and find out how it's going to look if it was your room. We also do social media, Facebook. Please, what I recommend today is, as soon as your meeting's over, go to your Facebook page, like our Facebook page. In that way, we get more hits. People looking for carpets, people looking for all types of floor covering. In Choicesflooring, it's all about you. When you come to us, you come first. We don't follow the customer's always right attitude, because that's not true. Because if the customer's always right, they would know what to get and just give us an order and we just supply it. So customers for us come first. Whatever the inquiries, whether it's one room or whether it's a whole big units, we drop everything what we're doing just to service the customer, because customers come first. And at all, if any, there is a problem on site or something was oversighted or something wasn't seen, like example, say this particular area, if they want a carpet quote, I would come up here, give a quote, I would take a small corner piece off, have a look what's inside, and there you go. What happens if there's something, or can of worms in the middle, and I don't know about it? So what we really need to do is we make sure that we tell the client all these unforeseen circumstances and scenarios and prepare them, so in case the worst happens, we're not shooting ourselves in the foot. And this is why I do all this. This is my family. It's very small. That's my mom there in the corner. That's my son. They're eating sugarcane. Anyone seen sugarcane? Yeah, they're eating sugarcane. It's great at my house, so all of you welcome if you want to come and have some sugarcane. That's my missus. Picture's a bit blurry. That's my missus up there with the sister. And that when I went to India in December, I had to urgently fly off because my mom was having a ceremony, and that's what it is. It was an opening ceremony for a home. So there's a pawn shop. I eat betel nuts. You get it from that shop there, and in the far corner. And that's me petting a cow in the village. It's amazing, but cows in India are very sacred, which they are, and people normally feed them. I thought of taking a picture, a selfie with a cow. So that's it, folks. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Kiran. And do we have any questions for Kiran? Anybody? There's got to be up there, Jen.
Hi. I see that you do timber. What kind of timbers do you use? Like, do you do the standard like little floorboards?
Yeah, we do all kinds of timbers. We do the engineered timber, we do the raw timber, we do the parquet flooring timber. Yeah, we do all kinds of timber, directly stuck to the floor, floating, everything.
Okay, and then sorry, just further on to that, do you do everything, including the sanding and all of that?
Yeah, sanding, polishing. We have teams that go in there. They're specialized teams. You can't just get them from the yellow pages because you're going to mess it up. We make sure that these the people we know they follow us, and we use the specialized teams to do that work here. Do that.
What are these things for?
Oh, those are the door prizes. The guests and the. But what this is the clean I was talking about, which you can drink and not have a problem with it.
Back there. Taste like drinking.
No taste. This is like water, and this is for the your say chairs, the chairs and stuff like that. So.
I have a question.
Yes.
What happens if you've got an older style house that's got old floorboards and it's quite uneven and you're going in to put in new floorboards? Is there something that you would do? What would you do then?
Yeah, we would come out and assess the floorboards and ask you what you would do. With those floorboards, if they are not stable, first of all, we would ask you to engage a builder to make sure that the studs on the floor are all good. And then we can cover it with, say, marine ply, and then put any flooring that you like on top of it.
Perfect, thank you. Anybody else? One more?
Do you also do outdoor decking?
No, no, just everything indoors.
Yeah.
The only thing you do outdoors is the outdoor carpet in the boat.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks so much, Kiran. And if you haven't been out to Kiran's showroom, I recommend that you get out there and have a look. He's got some awesome samples, and he's always very welcoming, and so are his staff as well. So thank you very much for that, Kiran, and let's go out and see if we can get some referrals for him for the next week. Thank you.